Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this episode.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm Matt, sitting here with Becky.
Hello.
We have Jonathan on the 1 and 2s today.
What's up? Rainie is
special
guest.
And we have a very, very special guest, a fan favorite, one of our favorite people in the whole world, Mr. David Dang.
Snaps.
Welcome, David. How's it going today? How are you?
My skin is beaming.
I guess so. You're bringing your best self forward today.
Yeah.
David is only
You
the
guys,
best. No other tops.
BTS, they call me the hoochie because I'm not wearing an undershirt, but you know, it's the thing.
Yeah, for anyone listening on audio, David's dressed like an absolute slut right now.
He's been twerking out in the gym.
Claiming that.
It is hot girl summer for David all year round.
You guys, you know, my best self forward. My best vest forward.
Too fun. Too fun.
Oh.
But we actually just celebrated our birthday together.
Woo!
Yesterday.
I think that's the first time we've ever done that.
That's true. I mean, our birthdays aren't like 2 months
They're
apart.
not very
It
close.
is. They're not close at all, but so close.
No one wanted to throw an actual birthday party this year because it's
This
not
is
a
true. This is
exciting
true.
birthday number
Yeah,
for
how
either
old
of
were
us.
you guys turning? 46,
22.
47?
We were
That's
both
right.
turned 22.
55.
22.
80?
Whoa! Fighting words, Rebecca. You're gonna wake up with white hair. Okay.
I can't disrespect my elders in this way. Sorry, boys. Go on. Tell us more about your birthday.
DD. Wait, hold on. But you have to say this is the BTS. So I was like, I was going to an in-laws wedding on my birthday. And this just was like low key. You guys have obviously been to the biggest birthday of mine. I feel like Vietnam was huge,
Yes.
Avi.
Big birthday.
But I asked Matt, I was like, hey, we should, you're wearing the shirt. Oh my God.
I was wondering when you're gonna wear it. If you're
Bitch. Like okay.
I wore this shirt specifically
Describe
today.
the
Yeah.
shirt.
It's Meryl Streep.
Yes.
And I have the opposing shirt or the opposite shirt, which is in the movie Death Becomes Her. And they go, they're so fake. They go like, how mad? So I have my Goldie Hawn one and he has that. Anyways, okay.
I have the Meryl Streep one.
That was a lot.
I wore it
guys.
especially today for David to see.
Dang, and I remember, oh my God, I was in the shower the other day and I thought, that bitch never wears the shirts that I buy him. And here we
You just
are.
never see me in it.
I just have to believe. Anyway, so AJ, our other friend, who's I believe also been on this podcast too. I said, well, why don't we just celebrate all three of us? A trifecta in some case. And Matt was in and we asked AJ, and poor him, like he's been so busy. And so he never responds to texts. And I'm not saying the untruth here because like
untruth.
Yeah, because he is
calling him out on his
just
does
always
not
late.
respond. And it's okay. We appreciate that. I understand that DNA very well. So we tried and didn't we say like, oh, let's go to dinner? It started as let's three of us go to dinner to celebrate an intimate.
And then what did it become?
A part of
Tell
full
the
text.
people.
Then it became a 5-hour party at a local brewery in LA that also had drag bingo,
Yes.
a little farmer's market, a taco truck.
It
was a whole experience.
It was actually really great. I think the odds were ever in our favor.
There were actually
really cute.
yesterday. The drag queen came out and personally grabbed me and was like, I love your outfit. You have to come play drag bingo right now.
And by the way, I wore the same outfit and was not dragged into bingo.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Oh.
He liked me more.
One is not like the
She
other.
liked me more. So brought me in and it was in the middle of a round. So then I grabbed a couple of people to come with me. Becky was one of them. Becky and Keith and some
But
other
this
friends.
girl is going to be down always.
I love bingo.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, especially after now. And we went in and they reread all of the numbers so far. Everyone hated us. It was already in the bingo room. So they reread all of them. And then guess who was the winner of the first round?
Matthew.
Ding, 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 me.
Oh my God.
I was the winner. I won the first round.
Tardy for the party
of
and
bingo.
wins.
Yes,
Oh,
I won
my
the first
Lord.
round. Guess who won the second round? Miss Rebecca Habersberger.
Me.
And then guess who
Oh
won the
my
third
God.
round?
Me.
Needless to say, you were the stars of that room.
The hated stars. I think everyone in there hated us so much because our
100%.
table won them, and then Becky won twice. They wouldn't even give Becky the full third prize.
Oh yeah, so the prizes were you got money for the bar. So Matt won like $40.
Yeah.
I won $60.
Dang.
And because we're very progressive out here, I shared the wealth at the table.
Naps.
And then the last
Naps.
prize was $80. And I actually won before the other person who won.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize because I was filling out mine and Keith's cards because I was like, and I
Daddy
missed
duties,
one.
yeah.
And then the gal sitting next to us was like, wait, you won. And then they were like, here, you just get a $20 one because you can't have the full prize again. And
Yeah,
I was
get
like,
more. Yeah.
okay, vibes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vibes. But our bar tab at the end of the day was $8.
Wow.
Didn't you like go with like 3 beers, or you bought 3 beers or something like that back from the?
Oh yeah, so I brought 3 bags, but it was going to there.
Oh,
they
okay.
The queen was just about to start, and I didn't realize that I had walked to the only exit that was like on her way. So I scooted my little butt as fast as I could. And Hector, David's partner, was standing outside the door, and literally all he sees is a drag queen chasing me. Because she started running and scooting, and then we both went,
Oh my god!
She was after you because you won too many
All
times.
I saw
She's like
from
an
a
alpha.
distance was like you running with beer, and I'm like, she must have won. Something must have happened,
Yeah.
and you could just see her bouncing with her flowy hair. Like, just-
I was scooting. I was ready. And
was
he
so
was
fun.
and he was out of control.
oh my god!
He had too many beers. We had to stop him.
Oh my
He
God.
loved it. He loved being at the
I
party.
honestly think he really did love it a lot.
Yeah.
It was, and just to like give you more insight, it was babies and dogs as well.
So many dogs.
So like
Oh my-
everybody brought dogs, everybody brought babies. It was really cute.
it was
A family
so
affair.
fun.
We are in
Yeah.
that era.
Henny gave his first $1 to a drag queen.
Yes, he
We
did.
were like,
Did you
go,
get that-
Henny,
did you get that
go.
on film?
It's not, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's not his
my-
first drag queen, though. Every drag queen thinks it is Henny's first drag queen. So I let them think that. I'm like, you're right. This is the first time he's ever met a queen.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was the first time he ever gave $1 to a drag queen.
Tip in. Got a
Tip
tip.
in. Got a
Oh my
tip.
God,
Gotta
that's
tip your
so
servers and drag
cool.
queens.
There was a lot of action yesterday. It was super.
It was super
it was-
fun.
Yeah, that
It was really fun.
I felt like
A
it
lot
was
of
an
people came
adult
out.
Dave. Well, Dave and Buster's is adult, but like it was a fun Dave and Buster's
Oh, yeah.
kind of feel.
And there was like
yeah.
skee ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, some arcade games and stuff. It was
Yeah.
fun.
And the friendship overlap is nice because you have like some friends that everybody knows and they all know
Actually-
each other. But then you have like other people who
Right.
also came and got along with everyone.
The debriefing.
It's great.
Yeah,
Meld
was
together.
good because I felt I met new friends,
Uh-huh.
but I also felt like I've seen them too, and in the
Mm-hmm.
circles, and I don't know. Everyone's just so cool. I think that the synergy was good yesterday. Yeah.
Synergistic.
For sure.
Mhm.
What was your birthday wish for this year?
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
think the birthday. That's such a great question. I always
Thank
ask
you
that
very much.
question. I think the birthday wish this year is just calm. Like if it's a word, it's calm.
Mhm.
Just like to make sure that I'm really enjoying moments.
Mm.
And I don't know, like guardrails and guidelines for emotions. And then I actually don't wish this that often because I love all my friends and my core family, but I would love to add more people into the friendship group and get to know more
I thought
people.
you were going to say be alone.
I thought he was going to say that too. I was like,
No.
I need more alone time. Leave me alone.
You know, like, I feel
okay.
I feel the older you get, they always say this, right? Like I can count all my best friends on like my fingers, right?
Mhm.
But I feel like I have such a wide variety of really good friends. Obviously, 2 of them here, but 3 of them here. Jonathan,
Fuck you, Jonathan.
Jonathan. But no, like I feel like it's the first time I ever felt like I would love to meet new people more. You know, I think because I'm not doing the jobs that I've done in the past,
Mhm.
that now I feel I'm in an era of like, sure, let's invite more people then too, you know?
Yeah.
Open
The
up.
hustle.
Yeah, the hustle
Always
is
be
fun.
Hustle is
hustling.
real.
Always the friendship hustle. So if you want to be my friend, like I'm taking
Yes.
applications.
Email at David Dang
DM
Friend.
David
David Dang Friend. We should do that as a show.
Matt, what's your word of your birthday wish word?
Yeah.
I mean, other than Becky, which is your
Yeah, of course.
wish
Obviously.
always is to
Yeah.
learn
Top
to,
of mind priority.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow, Rebecca.
Oh my God.
I haven't done enough reflections on this year because my birthday hasn't happened yet. You know, like that was a
Yeah.
celebration.
Oh, yeah.
That was a past, present, and future birthday
Yeah, it was a
celebration.
past, present, and future birthday.
It really
Mine's the
was.
future. It's like it's coming up, and I'm gonna be in Scandinavia living my dream. You know, so I feel like that.
Bitch.
Wow.
That's
So
the word.
That's a
Scandinavia.
good birthday.
Scandinavia is the word.
Scandinavia. You know, eat as much food as possible.
100%.
Nature,
Yeah.
fjords,
Yeah.
like beautiful sauna skin. You know,
Jesus.
Love.
that's what I'm looking for.
How do
Yeah.
the Scandi people celebrate birthdays? Do they have any traditions? Have you looked anything up?
Well, from my extensive viewing of Scandi crime
They get
dramas,
murdered.
they do have birthdays.
Wow.
They sing another song though. It's not Happy Birthday. It's like something else, but I
Oh.
can't remember what it was. But I remember watching a couple episodes and being like, "What is this song?"
1
need to look
minute.
that- I was like, we need to
we
look this
must. We
up.
must.
And you're only going for like a week and a half, right?
Now we're going for almost 3 weeks.
Oh,
Wow,
that's right.
okay.
Because I was
Yeah.
like, that's right. We're going for 2. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm going
Yeah.
for a while. So that's my birthday wish is Scandinavia.
Also, birthday gift.
Birthday
Yes.
gift.
And he
Yeah.
said we. So, like, that's never a thing. Because I always,
Never.
it's only a we when Matt and I go. I feel
Usually
like I'm
David is
step-in.
my traveling
Yeah,
partner.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
a step
Because
in
Eugene's
boyfriend.
too boring.
Yeah.
Too busy.
Was this Matt?
Thank you, Eugene.
That might be it. This is not Happy Birthday.
This is not Happy Birthday. This is the birthday song at the balcony.
Ooh.
Not that catchy.
Not that catchy.
But in the
Not
first,
to us.
in the first, like, I feel the first.
Happy Birthday's probably not catchy to them.
There's a Norwegian birthday song, Hurrah
I feel
for
the
Dag.
downbeat on that one felt like an ABBA song though. Like it was like, ooh, it could be an ABBA song.
Yeah,
This is fun.
this is
Yeah.
the one I feel like I heard.
Was this touching your core? Is that what it was?
This is what I'm gonna make Eugene sing to me for my birthday.
You hear that, Eugene? You better start learning.
People are spinning in this video.
It sounds
The
so
birthday
fun.
songs go hard.
Yeah.
Is there a Vietnamese birthday song? Or is that Happy Birthday?
And I don't think anybody's ever sang me a Vietnamese birthday song, but I'm pretty sure it's
not even your family.
No, I'm pretty sure it's translated to in Vietnamese. Like Happy Birthday is translated,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
myself have never heard like birthday in
Wow.
Vietnamese. Yeah.
And we were even in Vietnam for your birthday, and we didn't even hear it.
This is true. This is true. I was incognito. Remember, because we're like, don't say, no, don't say anything, guys. Don't say anything. Do not embarrass me. Funny enough, I am very extroverted, but when it comes to my birthday, I'm like, don't bring it.
You don't want the extra attention.
I don't want the Sizzler prizes. I don't want, don't put the crown on me.
You
I mean, we did-
Happy birthday.
We did
Yeah.
sing Happy Birthday though.
You did, but
Yeah.
very quietly. It was whispers, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I feel like we did it many times. We cheers.
This year we
It
did.
was.
Cheers
The
many
cheersing.
times.
This year we
Cheers.
sang Happy Birthday with donuts.
We did.
Donut special.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh my
donuts.
gosh. You guys, it's this, and this is I'm not being paid to say this, but like this donut place in North Long Beach, it's called Moonbridge. Let me get it right.
The donuts were very tasty.
Moonbridge Donuts. You guys must go. It was great. I had been following the couple or people who started this place for a very long time, and they have their first location, and it is gorgeous. For one, the location is like very inviting, but the donuts were good. I don't know. Did you?
Well, they
have
have
Yeah.
very
Oh, it's okay.
different.
We're on the sweets detox.
They have very
Oh.
different type of flavors. Like one was like a cardamom caramel glazed.
the
Oh,
seven
yum.
C's? It's a play
Okay.
on the seven C's, and then
I don't know what that
Love
means.
it was.
And then
good.
there
Oh,
was like
man.
a strawberry shortcake topped kind of
Wait,
like
hold
donut.
on. Let me read this
Okay.
to you guys.
And then there was
Yum.
another
The
one.
seven C's that Matt was talking about, which I was like, okay, that's weird. But here it's cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, coffee, caramel, chocolate, citrus,
Whoa.
I want
bananas.
that.
Wow,
could have had it.
Jonathan,
No.
I'm
That'd
gonna
have
bring,
been yours.
I'm
The
bringing it to
sugar.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all
Remember?
So obviously pure sugar, and then the other ones were just so good.
It was very
that
tasty.
sounds
It was a very fun birthday.
Yeah.
That
It was a
so
great
fun.
to start off my birthday month.
But here,
You know?
but here's what Matt says all the time: low stakes, low sweat,
Low
like,
stakes. It's a low
no
stakes
stre-
party.
no stress.
I love when you like plan something and people can just pop in and out at their leisure.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
where it's not
Yeah.
like everyone has to be there at a certain time, leave at a certain time. It's like people can
True.
pop in and out. They have busy lives. You don't want to
Very,
take them
very
out of it too
true.
much.
and the
You're
inclusion.
not upset if someone
the
doesn't
in-
show up.
The
You know?
inclusion of le bébé.
Yeah.
and
Bubba's?
le pets.
Well, people are more inclined to come when they can bring their,
It's true.
you know,
It's true.
their other things in life.
I'm surprised they.
Their
I'm
babies
surprised they
and their
allowed
toys.
they allowed
Their
dogs, but there was like no doggy area.
Yeah.
I was like, if they added a doggy area, it'd be like, dang, this
Dog
is
park.
like it. This is 360.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was a big space too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of space to sprawl.
Yes, it's
Love
true.
And it was an LGBTQIA plus market. With lots of
I
goods.
feel we were happily targeted. We'll leave it with this because we got there first to save the tables, and we went to the bar. I gave Hector a kiss, and I think that triggered the bartender. Go, oh, cute! And then when he got his pina colada slush or like a drink, I don't remember if it was pina colada, but the drink there, they put a pride flag down. I was like, oh, happily targeted.
One kiss
Yeah,
is all it takes.
Yeah. Seriously. And he was, I think they know. Yeah, they clocked us. I'm like, oh,
I mean, they were
okay.
having drag.
Oh.
They were having drag bingo there. You know,
That's
they're very targeted on their audience.
Yes.
Yes.
And I mean, there was also a baby sitting next to us, and it was her birthday.
Oh my
that day,
gosh,
too.
that baby's
So,
birthday.
you know,
Did
for
you
all
see it?
ages can have
No.
birthdays
Oh,
there.
didn't know
like
there was another
a little
baby.
hat with like a pom thing coming
It was
down.
really
like
cute.
princess.
She was funny.
Princess.
That's
Cake
fun.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
It was good.
Oh, yeah. How much do you think you're paying in subscriptions every month? The answer is probably more than you think. Over 74% of people have subscriptions they've totally forgotten about. I know I have. Thanks to Rocket Money, you'll no longer be wasting money on the ones you forgot. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with the customer service for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/sitwithus. That's rocketmoney.com/sitwithus. rocketmoney.com/sitwithus.
But today
Yes.
we have a couple games we want to play with you. And
Yeah.
some audience questions.
Partido.
So the first one we're doing is Would You Rather? David Dang edition.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Let's do it. I don't think I've played a game on this.
Today's
No.
the day. Would you rather never cut your hair or never dye your hair?
Oh. Already getting me with this one.
I'm not going to say we made up ones specifically targeted at you,
Oh,
but
okay.
we did make up ones that are specifically
did.
targeted at you. Mm.
I'm thinking that hopefully I'll never go gray, which is a lie.
Uh-huh.
But I would rather never dye my hair, color my hair.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. I would rather never do that.
How about never perm your hair?
No.
Never perm
Never
your hair or
perm
never dye your
again.
hair?
Oh, no.
Or you have to let it grow
Yeah.
out.
I couldn't leave the perm, guys. It's too much. It's too strong. It's basically in my DNA already.
It is.
Yeah, it
Your hair
really is.
You're
It's
half
coming out.
perm.
Yeah. I'm surprised my cuticles are still loving me. They're like, we hate you.
Would you rather use retinol and nothing else or sunscreen and nothing else?
These are
It's truly
tough.
Sophie's choice.
It really is.
You have to pick
Oh,
your favorite
man.
child.
Okay, I would. So sunscreen and never anything else, right?
Yeah, just sunscreen
Um,
or just
just
retinol.
Well, from a skincare perspective, I think sunscreen.
Mm.
Yes, because
I agree.
retinol, you can do anti-aging with sunscreen, essentially.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you're anti-aging with it right now. Yeah,
Right now.
yeah. Keeping the UVA, UVB rays off the skin.
And your umbrella that you bring everywhere.
How dare you clock me? That umbrella is in my car. I used it yesterday, actually.
Would you rather always have the end of the movie spoiled or only get to watch the first hour?
Ooh.
Oh,
Isn't that a good
no.
one?
That's a good
Dang,
one.
guys, you thought
Becky
about
came up
this
with
one.
most of these if you haven't noticed.
Dang, you
Wow.
thought about this.
I was
This
on
is-
an airplane and I was like, man, because you know how you half watch a movie on an airplane? I'm like, what if I
That's
never
true.
got to finish a movie ever? But then also, what if you went into The Sixth Sense already knowing that everyone was dead?
yeah.
Wait. What?
Because you know the.
Sorry, Jonathan.
Oh my God, Jonathan.
You had
Oh,
years to
no.
watch.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, I would rather because I love movies. Both of you know this. I love movies, so I guess I would watch the first hour because I can make up the end
Hmm.
in my mind.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll make up the end.
You'll make him up in your mind. Fan fiction.
Yeah, at this
Okay.
point, I'm
It'll
like,
inspire your
I'm
fan fiction
sure
career.
he went off the cliff. Like Thelma, and Louise, you never knew, you know?
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh,
It's true.
they
That's
survived.
like
they survived
Anatomy
and
of a Fall. You actually don't never know what happened.
Yeah.
they survived
Like
and they're
that.
gunslinging at this
Yeah.
point. You know,
Maybe
like,
Titanic makes it all the way to New York. I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm
True.
pretty sure.
One day.
I mean, there are
Close the laptop.
conspiracies, actually, Jonathan. About
Ooh,
Titanic, so-
interesting.
Oh.
Different episode.
Matt, get your tinfoil hat out.
I feel if you do that documentary style, that would fuck with you. Because then you're like,
Yeah,
what
that's true.
really happened?
What
You know?
did happen?
Yeah, because they always lure you in with the questions at the beginning and then.
Like, don't fuck with cats. You know, if
Yeah.
we didn't know what the
Yeah.
ending was, we're like,
Truly.
what really happened to him?
Here, Becky, you asked the last ones.
You don't want to read this one out loud? David. Oh, wait, it's the other one. Would you rather, if for anyone who doesn't know, David's a big Marvel boy.
Yes.
Would you rather be Captain America or be Iron Man?
The
Brain.
gay gas.
It's like, I know,
comes
right?
out.
It's the brains or the body.
Yeah.
You know?
Body.
I guess I would rather be the body because Captain America is still smart, you know, right?
Yeah.
But Tony Stark is like out of control smart.
He's
And
also,
Yeah.
isn't he also rich?
Yes.
He's very rich. See, I would rather be Iron Man because Iron Man lived a better life. So spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Endgame for some white, lived a better life until he died.
True.
Then Captain America lived until he died. Well, didn't, went
Yeah.
back, the whole thing.
Yes.
So he did eventually get his happy ending, but I think he spent most of his life not having his
That's
happy ending.
true.
And then to have your best friend go like get
God.
brainwashed, try to murder
Try
you.
to murder you. Try to
That's
murder
no good.
on the run all the time. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I could see that.
But I feel like Tony Stark just had his like inner turmoil, but he like
that's true.
always had pepper pots. He was rich. He had all the things. He got a
with being
kid.
rich
Yeah.
and doing all that. You're right. The inner turmoil ate at him, though. I feel so. I feel like I would still be Captain America. Like, fuck
Okay.
it. I'm strong. I'm hot. I'm going through generations. You know,
Generations.
like literally, I'm going through generations at this
mortality.
point.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be a little more of a time traveler.
Yeah.
And I guess his parents weren't murdered.
Yes, that's true. Because
That's
that effed him for
Oh,
sure.
Were they?
yeah.
Were Tony's? No, it was a car
No.
accident.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
You guys
In the
know
movie,
the
it
whole
was a
lore.
car accident. Yeah.
Oh, and the thing is it
I
different?
think the comic books, it's something different. But in the movie, they did it for the
David knows all the comics. It's crazy.
Yeah, he knows all
for the light
comic.
display of like death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the announcement about Robert Downey Jr. coming
Literally,
back?
we were just talking about this. For anyone, this is coming out, later than right now. But at Comic-Con, they announced something, and then you'd think a normal person running the Comic-Con account wouldn't post that online
I
for everyone to see
know.
immediately.
That was
But
tough.
tell people what the spoiler is, and
Spoil it, David. Spoil
Well,
I hate
we should
them.
have me back on the show. We could talk about all that because this is going to take we're gonna take a long time to talk about that. But in recap, to be laser, I wasn't happy. I was not happy with that choice. And the only reason why is because it's all about these things again where it's like is there no other actor that can do it? Like I'm sure there's something behind that because the Russo brothers are back.
Right.
So they're
right.
probably like, we're not going to do it unless we have Robert Downey Jr.,
Yeah.
which it's like coworkers. If you're working with easy people, you're like, sure, like we'll get this done right away. We know
and like
they're
the multiverse can explain everything.
Yeah.
They're like,
Right,
oh, it's the
right.
multiverse.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
it's the same person.
it really is a,
Yeah.
a
It's
cover
like-
for everything.
Yeah. So if anyone didn't hear, Robert Downey Jr. is coming back
Victor
into the Marvel
Von Doom
universe
in
as Victor
Fantastic
Von
Four.
Doom.
I think
So he's a villain now.
He's
Right.
going to be amazing. And it's all really funny because it's like he's the best of the best in superheroes. And now he's probably going to be the worst of worst in this. And to your point, there could be a twist in stories. And I think at this point, there's so much they can do with it. They're probably like, he's now evil or like he's now on another planet as this
Yeah.
person.
I see,
So,
yeah.
but I'm not happy.
Okay.
I'm not happy because, okay, so I'll give you an example. So the actress, and I always have her name up, so I'm not going to say it, and Hector knows this. So it's Moana, the voice actress for Moana.
Oh.
So she turned down the live action role because she said, I want to pave the way and give opportunities for other people of Hawaiian descent or whatever to take over, right? But The Rock was like, no, I'm going to make more money. But like, yeah, but for her, as someone who's not working all the time but still getting roles, she did that as a sacrifice. And I feel like, why are we doing this again with someone else? You know, like acting, it's like they're trying to make it, actors and actresses are trying to make it. Yeah. And like, we're like, skip over that. We're going to get Robert Downey Jr. again. Yeah. But now we get Robert Downey Jr. as an Oscar winner. So we're like, who knows?
But it's also like, you're doing Fantastic Four again, which we've had reboot after reboot after reboot after reboot of everything. Yes. You're doing this again. And all the Fantastic Four are new actors to the Marvel universe. Why are we going back to Robert Downey Jr.? Yes, he is amazing. Yes, he was an amazing Iron Man. Iron Man 2 is like one of the best movies IMO of the franchise. But like, why? Make someone new. You found 4 new people. Find another guy to be a villain.
So, I mean, you have a better acting background. You know, like it's crazy. Like there's so many people. I mean, we should talk about that like more, but I could.
The drama.
Hector knows. I literally, when I saw it, I was like, no. Like if the first thing was no. Also, the thing is, it's a sure bet. But it's still like,
yeah,
that's what I mean.
He's gonna do a good job.
They'll make the monies back.
Yeah, and I also thought like Robert Downey Jr. would be like, I don't want to be tethered for another 20 years to another franchise. Yeah. So it's like he probably isn't, but like you know, he'll probably do a one and none. You know, but they're doing Avengers Doomsday. You know, like so he has a pivotal part. But I would think like you know, like I want to do indie flicks or I want to do something else. You know, maybe but he did do the Sympathizer. If you guys haven't seen that, he did. Did you watch it?
I watched. I've seen the first episode. I read the book.
Yes, the book is
so good.
You guys, the Sympathizer. It's a Vietnamese story.
Oh yeah,
yeah, so good. Like I can't preach it enough. The HBO show, it does do justice.
The styling and stuff is so.
Oh my!
Cool
I got chills. It's the first time I've seen my people full in a cast. And there's like Vietnamese excellence in it, which is like people have grown up seeing on like these versions of MTV movie actors and actresses. One of the first, Eugene, which is, she was on MASH. She was like a huge name for Vietnamese community and she's in it as the grandma. Like it's just so good. So you have to watch that. But he also did that. So I was like, oh my God, he's going to venture into these projects. And I'm sure he's doing that too. But him and his wife actually were executive producers. But yeah. So anyways, back to the original story. A little upset, but you know, open mind.
Yeah.
Captain America.
I don't know as much about the comics as you do, so I don't really know Victor Von Doom's storyline.
Oh, you guys.
It was more just like, I was like, just get another person.
I literally can talk about this all day. I was watching New Rockstars. If you haven't seen this, it's another plug for a YouTube show, New Rockstars. And they come up with theories, and pretty much like 70 to 80% of the theories they come up with are live action. But I'm gonna spoil and also give you education. I love the Fantastic Four, so I am happy. And you're right, they found 4 new people. Those 4 people are strong, and I love it. They have a child. Reed Richards and Sue Storm have a child. His name is Franklin. And Franklin is a baddie. And he is the strongest mutant in the universe. So I hope they fucking bring his ass in, because that will fuck shit up. Because at that point, they have to raise these mutants to be strong enough to fight him, because he literally has omega level like power.
Whoa.
It's gonna be,
so he's a villain later on?
Huge villain. And then something fun, like just another sprinkle in there, is Agatha Harkness is his babysitter.
It was Agatha all along.
Yeah, so it's literally like she's woven in there.
Wow.
So I hope Catherine Hahn makes it to the Fantastic Four, because she's a fucking bitch.
She's gotta.
She's gonna be like sprinkling of evil everywhere.
Are we getting another Agatha season?
Oh my God, with Heartstoppers. With the kid on Heartstoppers. Yes, now you're invested.
What?
Yes.
Is he playing one of her sons?
In love.
He's playing Wiccan, which is like Scarlet Witch's son. So he's so gay in it in the trailer. It's so good.
I'm obsessed.
You guys.
I love them. Anywho.
Back to why we're here.
Back to now that we've gone on our Marvel tangent, which David and I could talk for hours.
Stop doing that to me.
David.
Yes.
Would you rather sing every time you went pee, like while you're peeing, or have to announce every time you have to poop? Like you would have to stand up and be like, I have to poop.
Oh God.
Or while you're peeing, have to be singing.
I probably would be singing, because I'll be in a stall. I can
Okay,
hide.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can hide. If I have to stand up and say I have to poop, I'd be mortified.
Yeah.
I'd be mortified.
I'd be mortified.
I would be mortified. Hi guys, gotta go poop.
Yeah.
You know, I just said it now. I guess might not, but like
So we're gonna put it on a loop.
that'll be my ringtone. Hi guys. That would be Matt's ringtone. Can you imagine?
You know who's calling?
David, would you rather never have pockets
Okay.
or never have sunglasses?
Oh no.
David's
I
face
know,
dropped.
David,
These are like hitting me. I hate you. These are really honestly hitting
I
me.
think this is Matt's.
Oh, so anybody who knows me, I hate putting things in my pocket. So this could be very easy. I only have one key. I can show you now. It's just my car key.
You should have it loose.
I know. I just don't like anything in my
Loose.
pants. I mean, even this, it's like
Ruins
on my
the
belt.
figure.
Yeah. And
The
so,
figure.
and it's not freaking me out. It's just like, I feel like it weighs my pants down. So I have to like pull my pants up. So that's extra. I know that sounds so crazy.
Pull up your big boy pants.
So I would-
Super thin waist.
Yeah. Oh no.
Wasting away.
Sunglasses. I would wear sunglasses, right? My
Yeah.
entire life. Yeah.
Mhm,
I'm down for
mhm.
that.
Okay. Would you rather only eat pho always or never eat pho again?
No, I cannot. That's like
Pho would be your only meal forever. Breakfast,
Yes,
lunch, and dinner
done.
forever.
forever, guys. Like
Forever.
Forever.
Simply forever. Yeah, like, it will be. I'm tried and true. Like forever. I can have it in like 139-degree weather, no matter what.
That's
like
hot.
That's
Yeah.
hot.
That's really hot.
so
That would
hot.
make me sweat.
And I will eat it. We've had it even in the heat.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I will do it. So forever.
Okay, and then our last, would you rather? Would you rather never be able to travel again or only sleep in hotels? So you have no home anymore. You have no home bed to go back to. It is only a hotel.
But never travel again.
But then, yeah, you would have to stay. You could sleep in your own
Only at
bed,
home
but
or only in hotels.
you'd never be able to leave.
No, I can't give up travel. So
So you'd never have a home.
yeah, I just never have a home. I mean,
That's a good one.
old people now, no, old people, excuse me, mature people. like,
Cancel.
yeah, please
David
don't
hates
cancel me like
old
that.
people.
I mean, I have clients who don't have homes and live on cruise ships.
I've
Oh,
heard of
yes.
those.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is a. Do
Yeah,
they live on
it's
the world?
cheaper for them, and it's actually doesn't even cut into their budget that much.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I literally have a client
Wow.
who comes back just to do her hair.
Wow.
And then goes on the cruise. Then, like, literally, will do her
That's
hair,
wild.
blow her out. She'll keep her blow out for the next day to arrive on a cruise, and she'll go for 16 days
Oh my gosh.
and then come back. She said, like, it actually cost wise, just cost her nothing.
Because I guess your food, most of your food and stuff is
Wow.
included.
Yeah,
on a
and
cruise.
she
I
gets
wonder
to
what the
continue to be on
breakdown
travel.
would be.
Yeah, because people say they don't do retirement homes; they go on cruise ships, and they have their bed made, and they have like everything. Yeah, isn't that kind of wild?
Like you're on a boat.
I gotta crunch numbers. Yeah,
Crunch the numbers. I know there's one really
numbers.
fancy boat. I don't know if it's still in operation, but I learned about it when I was working in Beverly Hills. It's called the World.
Mm.
And Judge Judy's husband, may he rest in peace, was telling me about it. And it's crazy. Like, you live on this boat. There's no tipping or anything like that. Like, all the people that work on the boat are like travelers. Like, they know everything about every city. And you can hop on and hop off. And they had like a huge like wing on the boat. And there's like
That's
only so many people.
cool.
But it's like definitely something for like the uber wealthy.
Right.
that is. Yeah,
Like, loved Judge Judy's husband, but did not love his politics.
yeah. And she's like of the 1%.
Yeah.
Like she definitely can afford to do that.
She got money.
Mhm. Television money.
TV money.
TV
TV money for
money.
life.
yeah,
Those
TV money for
reruns,
life.
those
yeah. That
reruns.
manager of hers got her the best
Yeah.
Mhm,
syndicated deal.
Well, David, we want to get you the best syndicated deal.
Yeah, please.
Because you give a lot of good advice to us.
Ooh.
So we wanted you to give some advice to our listeners.
mhm.
Oh, that's
They wrote in
sweet.
some questions.
Okay, let's.
And
hear
these
it.
are all relationship based.
oh my
Because
forte.
you always
Yeah, it's
you have
not.
all the relationship advice. You always have all the relationship tea, you know, the
Truth.
drama.
Oh, the tea.
Truth.
You know everything.
Truth.
So I'm a rising senior in high school, and I've been dating my boyfriend since second semester freshman year. I love him a lot, but this man, no, boy, Literally never calls me. There's always an excuse. This has been happening for the majority of our relationship. He'll get really busy, which is fine, and then he slowly stops calling me. And then I'll talk to him about it. It'll get better for a month or so, then worse for a month, then calling maybe once or twice the next month. We have really strict parents, so we can only really hang out like 2 times a month anyway. Then I ask him to call me more and express my needs in a relationship once again. Right now, I'm in New York for an internship, and I've been here for 4 weeks. This guy has called twice, only with me begging. The first call was me asking for more calls. Him saying how busy he is, how much sports is taking up his time, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, okay, since you have the busier schedule, how about you call me whenever you're free, since you claim you do in fact think about calling me. This boy does not call me for 3 weeks. I have a mental breakdown. Call him instead. I'm crying about how much I miss him. And he's like, I know. And that he's so busy to call that often. I love him and he's so sweet on text and otherwise. But like my needs are literally not being met. I come back to my hometown in 5 weeks. He says he can't wait to hang out with me for a couple weeks after that. What do I do? I like this gal.
Man, I do like
I
her
like
too.
this gal.
I feel like there are a lot of orange flags.
Yeah, not quite red,
Yeah,
but
not quite
orange.
Because I feel like he's being honest. Like, I'm busy. I can't do this. Like, but I think those sound like excuses too. So is she a senior in high school? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I feel like she's
about
already
to
in
be.
college. I feel like she's already in college. And she's doing an internship in New York. Dang, that sounds good.
Yeah.
This is like a very Emily in Paris moment, I feel, right? My advice is go over non-negotiables. Like, and that is something I learned very later on in life. And that's probably just experience. But I actually try to teach this to my nieces who are
I thought you were going to say
I thought you were gonna say
Hector.
Hector too.
No, I know, right? No.
Yeah.
I try to teach these to my partner.
Yeah,
But teach us
we
to
definitely have
Hector.
gone over things like that, but that comes with growth and conversation. And if this is her first love, which we don't know, probably is because second semester of freshman year, but I feel like realigned in non-negotiables, like just talk about it, saying like, for my love language, I need you to call me, right? Like, so if that is you calling me once a week or whatever that looks like that would be an amazing transparent conversation. Because even if you start that young and have conversations like that, then that means you're putting up the right guardrails and guidelines for not only romantic relationships, but also non-romantic relationships, like your friends, right?
Yeah. What are some of your non-negotiables, either for friends or partners?
There's so many. Well, there's so many. It's all the scribe comes
He's
out.
like, let
right?
me get out my list.
Well, one of my non-negotiables for romantic relationships, like Hector and I, is that we always have conversation before we go to bed. He loves to do that. So like it's his non-negotiable too. Like let's chat about our day, even if it's just like 1 or 2 things. And then also like making sure that if he's texting, I'm also communicating with him through text, not going like, oh, I'll text him later. It's like, if it's in that moment, like make sure you're responding or like, I'm busy, I'll call you right back. Because then that means it's like pondering. Like, yeah, because it's like, okay, so how long is this going to take? And I really need to talk to you right now, things like that. As far as friendship is concerned, my non-negotiable is like, let's have realistic expectations about communication. So such as I've had a friend who gave me this feedback, which was like, how come when I text you, you never text me back right away? And I thought that's unreal. Like that I'm doing stuff. Like I'm working on clients. I have like a color makeover or something like that's a whole.
It takes hours.
Yeah, brain
it's not
power.
like your like
focus.
hands are free when you're at work.
Yes. So for the non-negotiable in that, I talked to this person and I said, thanks for that feedback, but that's unrealistic. Like if you're okay, I will text you in the day, but if you need this as a 911, the first thing in the text needs to state 911 because then then it's urgent, right? But then everybody thinks a text is urgent. Like, how are you doing? Good morning. You didn't text me back, right? It's like, but I was already working or something, you know?
Right.
I had this exact conversation with one of my best friends. She got upset with me not responding. Well, I had responded, but she wanted me to respond more in depth. And I was like in the middle of making dinner for Honey. And I was like, I'm literally responding. I'm currently responding to you.
Right.
But it was like we were both in high stress situations at the moment, and we just came back and we're like, okay, if I really need something from you, I'm going to text you. I really need you to respond to this.
Yeah.
Or like,
Right.
I'm not just going to send a surface level like, ugh, this sucks.
Yeah.
Because then it's going to make me think, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal then.
And you become a better communicator.
Oh my God, you become better friends.
If I ever
focused.
texted you guys, I would be like, girl, you need to text me now. Like, like that. Or, and that's a really great thing. But I think people walk on eggshells around friends because they don't have that many friends, or like, I want to keep as many friends, or I just want to be like liked.
Yeah.
But that's good. Those are natural things, especially in high school. Those are things you always want to do because you're like, I just want to be liked. I just want to be loved. I don't want to mess our friendship up. That's okay. Or a romantic relationship up. But it's okay to ask like, hey, like, let's just realign on commitments here. Like, what does that look like? If I can only call you one day, what would that day be? Right? And he could say it too. He can go like, babe, I'm really busy all the time. My focus is all on school and sports, and you're priority, but like you're secondary to that. And that's okay. Like you're secondary to that because I have goals. I want a scholarship. I want to go somewhere. Then you're like, okay, so these are the things I want us to do. And honestly, when you have a clear like comms chart, you're like, perfect. I know exactly.
I mean, when if the other person won't give in to your non-negotiables, right? Because that's kind of what's happening with this girl. It's like he's not calling her back
because she in this whole
and she keeps telling him over and over again what she wants.
Yeah.
And then he's still
my
not doing
needs are not being met. I think she said that. Yeah. So if that's the case, then that's the orange to red flag, and that's okay. Yeah. And if it's meant to be, sometimes. I'm a very firm believer of this. Sometimes relationships just need shock, right? Like, okay, then maybe it's not going to work out between us, and that's okay. We'll end as friends, or like we'll figure it out. We just need some time apart. That'll shock the relationship. But then that secondary chance is when you go, well, I'm not going to start this relationship if it's going to be the same thing, right? So what's changed? I remember when I got broken up with once, and that's a shock. Right? Because that's a shock to your body because you think this is the love of your life. But I was like going through this like spiral of like, how do I win my boyfriend back? How crazy is that? Like you think to yourself, how do I win this person back? And I remember reading this blog, if people still read blogs, but like I remember reading this blog and it really hit me. I think I told Matt this. It really hit me. And it said, why would you want to be in a relationship if it's the same thing? Then I thought to myself, I am the same person. Why would he want me back? I need to work on myself. I need to figure out why. That's like higher elevated brain. But like that's like when I'm like, oh, then I need to figure this out. And I went on an amazing journey of self-discovery of like, shit, I need to figure out why I want to win him back so badly.
Right.
And it really became clear, like, it's not about him. It's about like, I just needed somebody with me.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe that's what she wants too. Like she needs a shock.
Yeah. I also feel like your comment about expectations is really accurate.
Right.
Because she is constantly saying, I want him to call me.
She has
and
clear expectations.
Yeah, but he's proving time and time again that's just not.
He's
it
not
doesn't
gonna do
seem
it.
that's like his priority or something he's not good at. And like I'm not good at calling people. So I have certain friends who just call me.
Yeah.
Like I don't initiate the call, but they will always call me and always stay and talk. So I think I would ask her if the issue is that he's not calling or is the issue that he's not, it doesn't seem like he's interested because he's not initiating the call.
Right.
Like you can call.
Yeah.
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
you can call, you can be the one to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if the expectation is that he's going to call you back equally as much,
That's true.
then maybe that.
There's always people who are you're gonna call them more, text them more.
100%.
And there are other people that are gonna text you or call you more than you do that to them.
Yeah, that's natural.
Yeah.
But I think we need to change the narrative for young people, like especially people in high school. Like it's okay to have expectations.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
true
like
too.
I don't remember anybody ever telling me that. And I was like, damn, if I knew now, obviously, but the generation learns from the generation before, right? So telling everybody out there, it's okay to have expectations.
You're telling all the Gen Z people.
Yeah.
All the Gen Zers.
Or, a whole different conversations, which I don't even want to hold us up on. Or like maybe you might agree with this, but some friends, you just have low expectations.
Like maybe they'll show up, maybe they won't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like maybe that, like not going to put that pressure on you, but
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
managing the expectations. My friend Tia once talked about thresholds.
Oh.
And she's like, we were talking something about like time management or whatever we were doing. And she's like, your threshold for being on time is like very high. Like that is something that like being on time is like, you are here. Your threshold is high. And she's like, but other people, because I think we were talking about someone being late for something. She's like, but other people, it's not. Their threshold is not as high for being on time.
Is his name David Dang?
His name is David.
Hey guys, I'm a lot better.
You have improved over the years.
And you know
have
what?
improved.
Thank you, Ikel.
Well, I think, okay, what I mean by that is my threshold for being on time is like when you arrive and you're late.
Yes.
Everyone deserves an apology for your lateness.
Yeah.
Because I find it disrespectful to everyone else's time to be late.
That's true.
And just acknowledging like, hey, I'm sorry I made you wait.
Yeah, 1000%.
Things happen. That's fine. But coming in like, hi everybody.
Hey guys,
You know,
we can start now.
Like dinners, and you're like, or when you have to wait for someone so the whole party can be sat.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm like,
that's
bitches, you better be on time
That's
or I'm
annoying.
gonna
I feel in this
flip a table.
I feel in this culture now. Hopefully, everyone's better, which is not a real expectation, guys.
Yeah.
But hopefully, everyone's better because it's like we won't seat your party until everyone's here.
Yeah.
That's like fucked up. But that's also a lesson. That's like we're waiting.
Well, then it really makes the other person feel worse. Bad. Like they
But
couldn't
then
even sit
that's
down.
the threshold conversation. Like maybe the person who's late, their threshold is low for being on time, but their like threshold for conversation at dinner, and, like catching up, is really big. Where like my threshold for like conversing while I eat is like a little lower. I'm like, I want the food. I'm hungry.
No one talk at the table.
I'm hungry. I'm okay to have a surface level
That is
conversation for
why-
10 minutes so I can eat.
That is
Right.
why I send a link out. Look at the menu.
Yeah.
Plan ahead.
Yeah.
Have a plan ahead.
Look at
Yeah.
look at the menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so girly pop, we encourage you to figure out what your expectations are. See
Yeah.
if this boy can
Yes.
reach those expectations. And
Yeah.
if not, girl, you're in New York.
You
There's
literally are
plenty other fish in the
There are
sea.
lots of other interns in New York right now.
It's true. And don't
Lots
let that
of other-
stop
Go to some
you.
mixers.
Don't let that
Yeah.
stop you. Go, go, go.
What about expectations? Like, have you been in any relationships or like had friends in relationships where their expectations were kind of plummeted? Because I feel like a lot of times people kind of take a lot from other people, right? Like they, you know, like they're not being treated
taking
fairly.
advantage.
Yeah,
Taking
taking
advantage,
advantage of. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. One story comes into mind. I was like,
One story.
as of recent, and to let everybody know, if you don't know what I do, I'm a hairstylist, a hair
So you
artist.
get a lot of tea.
So
All the tea.
all the chisme, all the TT, all the chi-chis. There's one story that definitely comes to mind. It is when it was a lesbian couple. I actually have permission to say this. So like, don't think I'm talking shit. Like
A lesbian
yeah.
love
A
story.
lesbian
I actually have
couple.
permission to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
this. So
yeah,
let's preface that.
Lesbians have drama too, everyone.
So it's a couple who recently opened their relationship, right? And we're talking about taking advantage. I'm going on that thread. You know, one of the partners asked to be open, and the other partner didn't want to be open. So
I
she,
feel like that's a recipe for
so
disaster.
I know right away.
Disaster.
So she provided,
Expectations.
yeah, she provided.
Expectations.
Well, and here's a little bit more precursor knowledge: is that this partner is part-time living somewhere else in a different state because of work, but comes home on weekends. So the expectation, sexual expectations, were my sexual needs. I would like it to be met. Right. So is it okay if we open the relationship just for sexual needs? And the partner's conversation was, well, I'm not going to be open, but I'm allowing you to be open.
Wow.
But the guardrail and guideline is you cannot sleep with the same person twice.
Oh.
So it's only like one and done.
Okay.
So like, and I don't want to know about it. So
Okay.
and
I mean, those are clear rules.
Yeah, so peace of
Yeah,
mind.
yeah,
and I will say this in the LGBTQ community, it's like make sure the guardrails and guidelines are real.
It's set up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there it is. There's the base, right?
Okay.
So she went to Portland That's the state. And then my client also went to Portland to meet her
Went to
partner.
Portland.
Right.
That's the state.
Sorry, Oregon is the state. Portland's the city. Whoops. Yeah.
I just like that.
I know. I don't know why I said
Look,
that.
you're always educated.
Yeah.
Like, for anyone who didn't know here.
Sorry, guys.
Portland is a state.
That's a city.
I love it. I love it.
So they went. They had a good time. They were out one night. So now they're together, right? They're out.
So the
one
couple
night.
was out. She
Yeah,
went to
the
go
couple-
visit
Yes.
her girlfriend in
The couple
Portland.
went out.
Okay.
And they went to go drink. It was
I'm
obviously a
stressed.
bar crawl. So they went to a bar crawl and they were like, yes, this is amazing. We're like reconnecting. And so there was a guy hitting on the more masculine of the couple, right?
Okay.
And it was funny because this guy just kept like, this younger gentleman kept hitting on her. And it was like, the partner that comes get her hair done with me was like, what the fuck? Right?
Yeah.
And so they were like, let's just keep entertaining this. Let's keep going. Buying drinks, like doing shots together.
gosh, courting them.
Rubbing legs.
What are we, 21?
This gentleman who
Overt.
identified as pretty much like heterosexual, right? So she, in my friend's mind was like, do you know that she's a lesbian? You know, like,
Yeah.
it's like aesthetically, definitely, like there's lesbianic feelings, right? So we're like, okay, let's see how this goes. So they're done. They're definitely smashed and they're about to leave. And they're like, okay, we're going to go. He's like, well, why? You know, my home's only a block away. Let's continue the party. And it's like, what? And so they're like, you know what?
Nothing good happens.
Red flag.
Sure.
Red flag.
Sure.
Red
Nothing
flag.
good happens at 2 a.m.
Sure,
Yeah.
right? Why not?
Nothing.
Right?
They
So they
went?
went to
No.
go continue the drinking. And before the blinks of the eye, the more masculine of the couple. And it was like full on sex.
Oh,
and I don't think she had
my
ever
God.
remembered her partner ever having sex with a gentleman. So it was
Wow.
like, wait, this is new, but do I find this attractive? Or is this good? Or is it breaking the rules, but it's not with a lesbian? So it's like all feelings
Situations
are
that
like,
had
yeah,
not
all
yet.
feelings
Yeah.
are like coming.
Expectations.
Oh my God. Expectations. Where are the expectations?
Yes.
Where are they?
They were going for it for like 2 hours. Yes.
Wow.
And then got tired and was like, I can't do this. You know, like, so got up, went to the bedroom, and she popped on his disco stick.
What?
And went for it.
What?
I did not know where this
Yes.
story
What?
was
Wow.
going.
Yes.
I thought it was going to go in a different direction.
No, she got on the disco stick and started going for it. Yes. But I guess like this gentleman did not finish. But but then tells me the story, right? And I'm like, so which of the rules was broken? Or like what happened
Yeah.
here? She's like, I don't know. I'm just as confused as to like what story, like where do I go from here and do all that stuff? So then I said, well, what was the intention? I guess like, yes, to have sex, but like what's up? She's like, I guess more connection. And I'm all, through this gentleman, like the connection got stronger. And she's like, I don't even know.
It was the conduit.
Yeah. But she was like, okay. And then the story takes a twist. She tells me
Another one?
Yes. The precursor to that twist is that they were trying for a baby. So they were waiting for this gentleman to inseminate.
Oh my
What a
gosh. Unknowing sperm donor.
Yes, to have this bebe. Yes, and no qualms, no like, you know, I wanted it. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I was unwanted. Like this was not allowed. This was like, hopefully he does it soon. Like, and nothing was
And
happening.
it never happened.
Yes. So
how does the story end?
So, anyways, that was like a kickoff to a very tumultuous, like rest of their relationship. At this point, I think they've broken up, but like opening that relationship because of like that kicking off was crazy because like that was like, okay, that was fun, but that was together. Now you're still doing things separately. And then she finds out that she's been sleeping with the same woman.
See, that's where I thought it was going to go.
No.
Not
I wanted
that
to
they
give,
were
no, I wanted to give you like
disco
the kid thing
It
was
was.
crazy. But yes, so then it became,
So she violated the rules. The expectations were
the
violated.
expectations, the violation, all the stuff, back and forth. It's like she violated it and it just turned nasty. So like expectation,
my God.
taking advantage of, but I needed to throw that fun story in at the same time, you know?
But then what happened?
But that,
what's
then what's next in the story? There's so much to be continued. But like now I think they fully released their relationship, as in like they're no longer together because of it. Yes.
Were there any phone calls made? Are you allowed to say this part?
I mean, yes, there were phone calls that were made in this relationship. If we have the tea to do this. So essentially what happened in this
Matt
relationship.
is smiling like a
Matt's
demon.
like, what the hell?
'Cause this was the part where I was shocked. Okay,
So,
I've heard this story.
God, the story is just so good. I know. I was like, dang, this is so good. Okay, so the violations were done. The uncovering of like the same person,
Right.
Yeah,
in the
big
relationship.
no-no.
So then it was like twists and turns, and then we get to the part where this other woman who has never met my client, right? Has never met, but has known like, oh, she's in an open relationship. She mentions that, oh, well, you guys go to therapy to the person, her partner. She's like, oh, well, you guys go to therapy together. I think we need to go to therapy. It's like, wait, we're not even in a relationship. Like, yes.
I don't even know you.
We're not in a relationship. She had intentions that this was a polyamorous relationship. So it's like, this is not a poly relationship. I'm open with my partner. You happen to be the one I'm open with. You're just a constant in this open, right? But there is
expectations.
So there is
expectations.
no. She's like, no, like you and I are definitely in a relationship. So that was that. And then that
We are definitely in a
so that
relationship.
marinated.
This person I've never met before.
That definitely marinated. So my client ended up going, you know what? I'm gonna call the other woman. Because like I just need to find out. There are gaps in this story that I need to fill. So she took the leap, called this girl. This girl was like, been waiting for your phone call.
Oh.
I know, which is not good. So been waiting for your phone call. She's like, okay, great. I really just want to get information and fill in the blanks. You know, I don't hate you. I don't disrespect you. It wasn't you. We're both being played. Like something's happening here. Well, it was supposed to be a timeline issue, which is when did you first have sex together? Right? Because then that part of the story is like, that's going to set the bar, right?
Yeah.
Apparently they had sex 4 months prior to being open. So essentially she cheated.
That,
Yes.
no.
Essentially she cheated. And then in that case too, like, you know, it's like rules and regulations, right?
Yeah.
And so
Then you
That's
really
just,
feel
you're
played.
just cheating.
yeah.
Then you really feel played.
Yeah.
There are conversations about that, which is unfortunate, but that's how like you get like in spiral out of control, right? So it's like making sure that you're not being taken advantage of as a person, but also standing your ground, you know,
Truth.
in
Yes.
relationships.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, making sure that you're making these absolutely real expectations for yourself.
That you're really comfortable with, that you're not just doing for someone else.
Yeah. And as Maxine, aka Pearl, says, I will not accept a life I don't deserve.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Freaking I knew you were going to say that. Oh my God.
Yes.
Maxine. Oh my God. But yes, there's a lot more to that
Wow.
story. But however, those were the top notes of the story. But again, being
Betrayal.
being disrespected.
Love triangle.
Yeah, just making sure your relationship.
Delusion.
But much
Story
like,
has it all.
But I also think like, and I'll leave it with this, like much like friendships, and romantic relationships, you need to know that they have an ending at some point, you know, and if not, relationships are so hard. I was single for a long time and I loved my single time. And then when you're in a relationship, you see why you were single that long time, right? Because then you're like, I love me evenings. I love
Love an
my
evening.
time. I love those times together.
Yes.
So then when you're in a relationship, you're like, oh, okay, like I
Isn't
know.
us an evening.
Yes, it's an usning, right? And I freaking love Hector and I love our time together. But you know, I look back on those times and say, that's why I was single. Like those were hard, tough decisions. But I think like this generation is so smart. They have so much resources. They have many resources at their hands. They have Instagram, TikTok, the X, not going to ever call it that, but Twitter, you know, that will really empower you and start not fake empowering, but like, you know, self-respect a little bit more, you know, and build those like bases.
Vibes,
Hopefully.
David. Vibes.
Bye.
Vibes.
Vibes. I'm trying, like, you know, but
Well, where can the people find you, David? Where can they find you?
You
Where
can
can they
find-
Where
slide
can they
into your
find and
DMs?
follow?
Find me
You have
on-
quite a few Instagrams.
Yeah.
So we never know which one is the one that we're using today.
Oh, so vague.
A vacation, perhaps.
Yeah,
You
where
could-
can people
I
apply to
know,
be your
right?
friend?
Apply to be my friend, you guys. And I'll have to bring you updates. David Dang, that's with 3 G's, on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You can find it. It's the same, DAVID, DANGGG.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us, for
Yes.
sitting with us today, David.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much
We
for
never
having
get to
me.
see you enough.
Yeah, I know. I feel like, do we get together just to work?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
And I'm very happy I got Jonathan. Not to say Rainie is not bad, but like Jonathan is making his own special guest appearance for me.
Oh,
Special guest, Jonathan.
special
Well,
guest
it was a
Jonathan.
pleasure to be here with you, and with all of you, and sitting with all of you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you,
Aw.
Jonathan. Thank you.
Well, until next time, remember to vote.
Vote, vote,
Pee
vote.
after sex. Be nice to others. Be nice to yourself.
Yes.
Tip your servers and tip your drag queens.
Tip the
Tip
drag
your drag
queens.
queens.
Tip the drag
Yes.
queens.
And until next
Support
time,
drag.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.